Hello guys, yes, I'm back. You know, I love this device because it's the device that make me stop smoking, basically. And it's not just because of this. I love it because this is the device that goes in the pocket, you forget about it until you really want to have a good vape. And the battery is just a battery. I like the pass-through, but not really the point. What is great is this, the clearomizer. The clearomizer, which is AIRSmoke MAX-S, but originally produced by a Korean company called JustFog, is somewhat unique in the panorama of clearomizer. He has a design which is not copied by any other device. He has these top coil cartridges and these stupidly short wicks that really make it a pain. But apart from this, is very good and it lasts forever. The structure itself is so simple that this can be used for educational purposes to make people understand how a coil head and a clearomizer works, and we will see it in a moment in detail. I have this one, okay, I'm not using anymore as well it was used before, but I have this one now almost for 2 months, and the coil head is still the original. As I said, it's very simple, so it's very simple to clean. It does not really break. Sooner or later it will consume itself and will burn down, but not yet. And today I want to take it down and show you how to clean it completely, make a deep clean in case you are changing your juice, or it's just dirty, or even you got a very rare but still possible dry hit. We will take it down, clean it, and show you various methods to remove the taste of the old juice, and we'll reassemble it as new to prolong the life of this amazing, very good everyday, heavy-duty clearomizer. If there's a chance, I will do also a small experiment to try to solve this problem. Please keep in mind that the operation that you will see in this video today expose you to electric current and voltage, very high heat level, and so they should be performed with certain care. Please do not attempt this operation if you are not feeling comfortable with it. Moreover, you may damage everything, all your device. Of course, I'm not taking responsibility if this happens. I'm just showing you what I do almost every week to keep this little boy up and going as the first day I bought it, and if it's possible to improve it. Okay, in this video I want to show you how to take good care of one of my favorite clearomizer. This is the AIRSmoke MAX-S, also known as JustFog 1453. This is quite a unique clearomizer, which I find very interesting in terms of design. It is extremely easy to maintain and to clean, and it is so simple in structure that can be used to understand clearly how a clearomizer works. I love some feature like the fact that it is refillable directly without really taking it out from the top, without taking it out from the electronic cigarette itself. Filling it with a standard e-juice bottle is very simple. It is possible also with the droppers, sorry, but with the standard needle bottle is really a piece of cake. And I had this one for a long time, more than 2 months, not using it every day anymore, but it's still going on because I taking good care of it. I was cleaning it when I was using every day at least once a week. I want to show you in how to clean it doing an operation called dry burn, and just extending the life of this clearomizer. Better to go to the sink. Okay, let's take it apart and give it a clean. As you can see, it's extremely easy to disassemble. There is a nice red ring, and this one is the tank, which can be opened from the bottom very easily. And this one is basically the clearomizer itself. To clean it is not even strictly required to remove the coil head, which is this part. I will open the warm water and start to wash it a bit. I remove these silicone caps, which has a metal part inside, as you can see. Take a look of it. As you can see, the coil itself is completely dark. The wicks are not really in bad shape even after 1 month. In this case, if there's not really much of juice, of strong juice inside, this operation is enough. Just cleaning it with warm water can be enough. Same process for the tank. For the drip tip, and for the small silicone cap. Of course, the most important part is to have the coil head cleaned. You can see the coils, which are a bit dark. When this is done, you can just leave it aside to make it dry. Okay, you can leave it on a piece of paper towel from the kitchen to make it dry. Meanwhile, we can take a look of the coil head. This one, to be frank, I was hoping to have it more dirty, because as you can see, the coil are actually quite, here we go, in good shape. They are not very dirty. When it happens that needs to be cleaned more, you will see all this part which is black, including the wick. As you can see, the design is pretty simple. There's just the coil and a tiny little piece of silica wick inside. This is, in my opinion, the secret of the durability of this kind of specific coil. Of course, the coil itself is not all of this. Here we go. This is the coil as you can buy it. Here we go. There are alternatives in case the coil is or really smelly because you use a liquid which has a very strong taste, or you add a dry heat and the coil itself look burned. You can use, instead just washing it with warm water, you can either let him soak in, I use vodka for 1 night, then you take it out from vodka, you let it dry for half a day or something like this, and then you start the procedure of dry burn. Or an alternative, you can boil it. You just remove these silicone caps and you throw it in boiling water and let him boil for I don't know, 1 minute, something like this. And then, being very careful not to get burned, you take it out and you do the operation that I'm about to show you. This, or vodka or boiling, should remove any stain on the wicks and any kind of basically flavor which is left in the coil. Now basically the concept of the next operation is to make to burn the coil in order to basically disintegrate, burn out all the deposits of e-liquids that may still be inside the coil. And in this specific, for this specific clearomizer, the operation is extremely simple. You take the battery, being extremely careful not to touch it because it becomes very hot, and you start to activate the battery for more or less few seconds. You should feel a crackling sound coming from the top, and you go, in this case it's still a bit wet, so it will take a bit longer. And please do not breathe the fumes that come out, because it's so probably nothing good. As you can see, it's starting to get incandescent. Here we go. And it's possible that fumes, as I said, come out from the coil. From time to time, it's a good idea to blow on the coil to take out the powdered deposit that may form. Okay, when you don't see any smoke coming out anymore, it means that the dry burning is finished. And okay, this was already quite clean, but as you can probably see now, is almost spotless. I have a problem in focusing. Yep, as you can see, is almost brand new. And you leave it for a while, being careful because all of this is extremely hot, so please do not touch it. And when it's done, you start again, you put back the tank. This one you can put directly from here. Good to go, brand new. Let's try to take a look how it is inside. Yeah, here it is, the one end. I don't know if you can see it. And the other end of the coil is there. Take this out. Gentle. There we go. Yep, you can see. Very tiny coil. let's try to do an experiment. What you are seeing now are the basic component of the MAX-S AIRSmoke clearomizer, which is of course the same of the JustFog 1453. We learn how to clean it and how to dry burn it. I was wondering if it's not possible even to solve the problem of the short wicks. Basically rebuilding it with a procedure which is easy enough for a totally noob like me, and maybe some of you, who knows, to have a new coil plus the problem solved. So I will zoom out a bit. I bought from Fastech a packet of wicks with the coil already made. These are, as you can probably see, 1.8 ohm. I don't even remember why I got 1.8 ohm, probably because were the only one available easily and fastly. I will take one out. As you can see, let's try to zoom in again and wait for a little bit of focus, please. Good. As you can see, there is a very small coil here, which is prepared, which basically is not really complex as a concept. Should go here at where it was the previous one. The only point is that it should not touch both sides of it should not touch both sides of the armor, the structure of the clearomizer, the coil. So let's try if it's possible to fit it, because in this case with well, few euros we have probably one of the best clearomizer around. This of course is a procedure which is done quite as a standard, and you will find probably better video than this, but this is made by a person which is trying for the first time, so probably I will go through the same mistakes that you will do if you are not really experienced in this kind of operation. Okay, first thing is not really easy. What I think is not complex as well. The first thing, I want to make this as straight as possible, because I need to fit them in the hole of the structure of the coil head. Then this is a bit too large for this. It would be great if I can, I don't have big nails, but push it as much as I can to make it more compact, closing basically the coils and make it smaller. Yeah, more or less like this. Yeah. It's not really pretty, and I don't even know how it will perform, but the idea, the concept is this. Not sure if there are already video exactly for the specific clearomizer, at least for the 1453. For sure there are no video for the S Max. And okay. Let's try to understand what we are doing. Basically there is this one, the coil itself goes inside this, and there is this ring, these rubber rings, and we should have one end of the coil, one of these, going outside, another one going inside, and then we clip this with this bottom pin. So the point is, I want to make it as small as possible. I'm very curious to see if I can do it first, and second if it will work. To check is very easy. So as you focus. As you can see, we bring this down. Tack, it's perfectly in place, and yeah, it's not at the moment at least touching the sides, I think. Let's put it back again. Okay, let's assume that this one on the left is the one which will stay outside, touching the armor. So let's put back. I hope you are seeing, because you are not really monitoring the record. This is what you see, what you get. If it's good enough during editing, it will be okay. Okay, doesn't matter if it touches from the side, which is in any case touching the outer armor. As you can see, it is important that the other side is not touching and is staying straight from the armor far away. Now we try to introduce back the pin, more or less like this, and now extremely delicate. Well, it looks decent, I don't know. Extremely delicate operation. We need to cut this out. Yep. And okay. Well, it's not a masterpiece for sure, but maybe it will work. Now, how to test if it's working? Well, it's pretty simple. We try it. We screw it back on this support. I don't have many hopes to be perfectly sincere. Okay, let's zoom back a bit. Okay, if there's no short, because this battery has the short protection, we will see blue. If there's a short, we will see red. So it's pretty easy to see if it's working. Apparently it's working. Let's make the final test, which is basically a dry burn. Yep, I think it's working. Well, it's working. It's lighting up. Now, I'm sincerely excited. I think this is, in any case, a great topic. It does not really goes to the really very bottom of the tank, but I think it would be in any case much better. That looks out of the factory. Let's put it the small cap. Oh, there's still water on it. Okay. And let's fill it with some USA mix. For the first time I can fill it not completely, and see it will wick and work in any case. going up. I don't know, I have no idea even of the quality of these wicks. But yes, apparently it's growing a bit up. Let's close it. Now we have to wait, as usual. Let it soak for 10 minutes and then we try to vape from it. Finger crossed. At this point the question is, after all this effort, does it work? Does it vape? Apparently yes. I would say that it vapes exactly as it was vaping with the original coil. There's a small problem, it gets some, not sure if you can see it, it gets some vapor inside, but it was happening from time to time also with the original coil. And for sure the convenience of having a longer wick and not having to move it to keep the wick themselves wet is a great improvement. I'm super happy. It appears that it can sustain a long draw as it was before. I want to have a test putting it the silver battery to see how it behaves on a different voltage. Let's start with well, something between probably 3.5, which is similar to the 3.7 of standard Ego battery voltage. Works fine. Let's try closer to 4. Taste and vapor surely improved. And let's try to 4, which was so problematic for the original clearomizer of the silver. Great vapor, taste is improving, and not a hint of a dry heat. So I would say that we can call it a success. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, if you want to subscribe. And see you next time with another review or some other clumsy tutorial experiment. Thank you, bye!